So having looked at all the requirements which actually facilitate the preparation and presentation of VAT, now this becomes our account. So we have said the VAT account, this is how it has to be presented. The formula, you can use the formula to actually compute the VAT payable. Now we have a question. A firm purchases goods worth $50 and pays a VAT at the rate of 18%. After processing, these goods are sold for $100,000. A VAT 18% charge from the customer required to show the respective ledger account. So we need to actually do the presentation of the necessary ledgers to be presented when you are dealing with such questions. So let's see the necessary ledgers to be presented under this. So the best layout is this. So ledgers. So these are ledgers for VAT. So we have the first ledger. Let me insert the table. So let me call this purchase account. Then the next ledger, purchase account. So there are 4 ledgers. So these are the ledgers. So we have purchase account, we have sales ledger account, then we have bank account, then we have tax account, VAT account. So what do you do? The first one, we are told about goods which were purchased. So we'll write purchase account, purchase account, it was valued at 50,000. Sales account, we credit sales account. So we'll have actually respected what you call double entry. Whatever you debit, you must credit. Sales account, it was how much? Sales which were made was valued at 100,000. Now we come to bank account because the transactions were done. So sales in bank account, the debit side is receipt side, the credit side is payment side. So sales, now we are now obeying double entry rule. Whatever you debit, you must credit, which was valued at 100,000. And then purchase was valued at 50,000. So we debited purchase account, we are crediting bank account. Then now we effect this transaction on the basis of the tax which was imposed, which was 18%. So for sales, 18% of 100,000 is how much? So our VAT will be 18,000. And then for purchase, you say, just say 50,000 times 0.18, you get 9,000. So the VAT for purchase is 9,000. Then we now come to the VAT account. So let me push this upward so that I have room for this other computation. So VAT itself account. So in the VAT account, so we have input, we have okay. So the debit side is input, the credit side is output. So the input, as far as the VAT is concerned, our input was under the purchase, which is how much? 9,000. So bank, still we are obeying the double entry rule. Whatever you debit, you must credit. Then for sales, we credit, right, bank, 18,000. Now we balance the account here. Which side is more? Is it the input or the output? Definitely the output is more than the input. So what are we getting? Is it tax payable or tax refundable? So what we get is actually tax refundable. This is no tax payable. So we'll get tax payable. Tax payable, which is 9,000. So that's the amount of tax to be paid by the manufacturer. By the firm which did purchase goods. So that is how you actually can do or compute the ledgers. Now, assuming that you're just told determine the VAT payable. If you are told to determine the VAT payable, then there is a formula. So for you to determine the VAT payable, we said you say input, output minus the input. So let's see if we will get the same. So the formula is VAT payable equals to output output tax minus input tax. So from the critical perspective, what is our input tax? Our output tax is 18,000 minus input tax is 9,000, which is giving us 9,000. So the VAT payable is 9,000. Another way, so this is another way that you can do the computation. You say the firm purchased how much? 50,000. Goods worth $50,000. At the same time, the firm sold worth of goods 100,000. So what you do, you just say sales minus purchase. What do you get? Here we have $100,000 minus $50,000. So you get $50,000. Then subject the tax rate. What was our tax rate? It's 18 divided by 100 times 50,000. Again, we get the VAT payable to be $9,000. Simple as that. So there are many ways of killing a rat. Choose your way and you arrive at the same. But now, what determines which way to use is the nature of the question. Thank you.